everybody. Welcome YouTubers. This is going to be the video review for the MRC Goku vs. Vegeta. This is Goku doing his classic kamehameha energy finisher move and Vegeta doing his galik gun. This is the first time they met. If you don't know what this is from, I highly recommend you YouTube Goku kamehameha vs. Vegeta galik gun and watch this so it can be more memorable and meaningful to you. As you can see, this is taller than the MRC Frieza. This is quite a tall resin. It would, in fact, be taller than any other of the 1/6 scales I have. It is now the tallest 1/6 scale. This is absolutely massive. I will get a measuring tape here shortly to measure it. But let's go ahead and look at this piece in its entirety. So first thing, you have the classic MRC base. A few things I noticed immediately. Sloppy paint. Look at that. Over paint right there. And right there. I don't know if that was meant to be or just sloppy paint. However, I don't think it's supposed to be there. So as you can see, clearly QC errors. Even the MRC is not that nicely painted. And there's a little scratch right there. Unlike this MRC, if you see, it's much more cleaner looking. So that's one immediate downfall I can see. However, that is the only one I do see. So here we have the base, nice rocky base, lots of detail in the base in general. And this little rock actually here is the light up function. You just have to press that in, so I figured that out. So the base looks just like it did in the anime. You got tons of these like mountain rocks. There's Yajirobe there, who looks great for a little tiny character. Few different trees. This really is the desert, so not too much going on. One effect that could be added to really just amplify is maybe add some like wind effects right here and up by Vegeta, just to show the effects more better, I would say. So overall, outside of the little paint slop here, the base is great. I do like it. I like how they made Vegeta just like that. Goku's looking just at him. Just does look great for sure. This is a very big base. As you can see, it's bigger than a detail shelf. Every other statue besides Goku vs. Vegeta fits on a shelf. So this one is quite big for sure. So you definitely need some space shelf for this. As you can see, it's very big. So let's go ahead and look at Goku first. So overall, looks great. Get in here. Really it speaks for itself. They definitely did put sort of a red hue to the color to sort of give a feeling that he is doing, the Kaioken. Or right here, I think he did ×3. Definitely excellent. Whoever sculpted this digitally did a great job. I love the muscle detail, the veins, the battle damage. Looks just like Goku. He's screaming, "Ha!" about to throw his energy blast. Got that big trap muscle, back muscle. They definitely didn't hold back in Goku doing his buffness. Sometimes, they make the characters too skinny, where here, he was super buff in the anime, so. Overall, the paint job is excellent. Very good. I like the battle damage. I like the paint job, the scuff marks. You can even see skin detail there, which, previous resins didn't have that type of detail. There's the detail in the pants, which does have a little slight texture to some parts of it. And the belt actually just goes right there. So overall, Goku looks fantastic. I definitely like him a lot. Yajirobe looks good, looks just like him. He's in the distance, so he's not hugely important. Clearly the focus is Goku fighting Vegeta. This epic scene. So Vegeta looks absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Let's go ahead and focus. I really like the detail in his face and his eyes. You know, the texture to the blue outfit, as you can see they did. It's not super plain like some of the older resins, definitely very detailed. You know, I love the look of the armor. You can tell it's battle worn. You know, Vegeta, in my opinion, looks amazing. I like the gun effect they did. It looks really good. The pose looks awesome. You know, he got his vein on his face. I mean, if I had to rate it, I would give, you know, the characters themselves a 10 out of 10. I think they look awesome. The sculpt, paint, and detail look really good, especially for a 1/6 scale DBZ. The base, outside of the paint blotch, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. It does have a lot of detail, you know, like the sculpted detail, as you can see. I just wish there was maybe a little bit more aura and cloud effects. You know, sort of like, you know, like, for example, if you were to look like at this base, the cloud rocks flying, or this base, the cloud energy aura, you know, Vegeta, the cloud effects. I like that. I think it, you know, just overall the effects look really good. That would be my only, you know, if I was to redo this piece, I would add some small effects. One thing they did do to give it that effects in a way is the light up feature. So let me go ahead and show you that. So it's hard to see here in the light, so I'm going to turn off the light. Got my trusty remote here. Boom. So there's the light up feature. I believe it has a few modes. This is regular mode. But it does have a cool light feature. Let me take off the flash in the camera. Alright, so the light up features are not super bright. There's only a few. You know, you can see the blue going on to Vegeta, the red going on to Goku, red and blue there, one by Yajirobe. So, I mean, it's pretty cool, but I won't turn it on that often. I actually use the Frieza plug to plug in here just because I don't have any more plugs. But, you know, like you look at that light up, it's like you can barely see it versus something like that, and that. You know, it's not nearly as, you know, like visible. It's definitely a cool feature. You can see it better in real life than in camera, though, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and turn this off, though, so we can get a better view, and I'll show you the statue without camera flash so you could just see it better. You know, like right here, you know, with the light up, you can't even see it, so it's really almost pointless, where these ones you can still see it. You know, so it's like, in mid-daylight, you can't tell a difference, only with lights out. And I don't really look at statues with lights out. So I will be unplugging it and plugging it back into Frieza, who has a more visually, you know, better appearance when it's lit up than this one. So light up feature definitely could be a little bit better. As, I mean, you all saw it's not too bright. And maybe they could add stronger LEDs or more. Overall, though, I mean, I'm very pleased with this statue. It's a very low edition size. 200, never to be rerun. It's massive. I mean, definitely well worth the money being asked. I'm pretty sure it's sold out, so if you're asking where you can buy it, my advice, go to eBay. Or search my Dragon Ball Z group, DBZ Resin Collectors, because, you know, this statue is definitely amazing. Look how much bigger it is than these other resins next to it. It's quite massive. Let me just back up here so you can see, you know, it's quite a massive resin. I will tell you this, it's definitely in my top favorite, probably 3 resins now. You know, it's the best MRC statue in my opinion. Previous best I would say would be Goku versus Frieza, but I just like this one more. I like the scene more. I like Vegeta. I think Vegeta and Goku are sculpted so well. The paint's great. So they definitely look really good. You know, that Vegeta sculpt is really good. Especially having him in that Saiyan armor, which, you know, that's the only statue I have him in Saiyan armor. So every other one is, you know, Cell armor and, you know, the Buu Saga. So it's nice to have him in this armor because I really like that look. I think it looks awesome. Overall, I'll give the statue a 9.5 out of 10. Just for the lack of wind effects, aura effects, the weak light up feature, and then the sloppy paint on the front. Not big deals. You know, I probably won't notice the paint slop too much. So I'm focusing on looking at Goku and Vegeta. Definitely highly recommend this statue made by Master Resin Collectors. I got the COA here in this little card acrylic case. I'll display that there. I wanted to display these two little figure art Zero EX next to it, but there's just no shelf space. So for right now, I'll just put them down here. Now, I would like to display them up there, but there's just no space. Maybe I can figure it out, put them in the back somehow with a display riser. Overall, though, this statue's freaking awesome. Thank you, MRC, for making this. It is incredible, and I love it. It's definitely a welcome, a tribute to my DBZ collection. You know, I'm looking to finish off my Dragon Ball Saga collection, and then more Saiyan Saga, one more Frieza Saga, one more Buu Saga, one more Cell Saga, and then just focus on the 1/4 scale, and that's it for me. That for me will complete my collection. I am very happy with it, and I really just want to get, you know, maybe like 10 to 15 more DBZ statues, and then it will feel complete, and I'll just enjoy it. So there you have it. This is my review. I hope y'all enjoyed this video review of the Goku vs. Vegeta MRC statue. Like, comment, subscribe. I should be getting several more incredible statues later this month. So look out for those. I have a very big one, an expensive one coming soon, and I'm very looking forward to it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It was something unplanned, but you know, an opportunity came up, couldn't pass it, so I got it, and it's going to be a massive attribute to my collection. It is a movie statue, just so you know. So y'all have a great day, and I'll have the next unboxing hopefully within the next few weeks. Have a good day.